We back.
Boop.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Izanagi Reacts Man, and we back at it with not a reaction, different kind of video today. I have been gone for like a month and a half. Life was lifing. I will give it to you. I will give it to you that. Lots happened. A lot's happened to the point where I had to write shit in my little Naruto notebook to fucking reiterate what's been going on with me the past couple weeks. Before anything, first and foremost, if you're watching this the day of, this is Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to everyone. You know, peace, love, and prosperity to all of you. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this, it means the fucking world to me, and I mean that shit like from the bottom of my heart. My thank you / my apology video. Also, sorry if the title is gonna be clickbaity. I'm gonna make it dramatic. As you did not see with me turning the lights on, I'm gonna make this dramatic. I was literally crouched down underneath this desk right here, fucking turning these lights on. I don't have a remote for these, so I was literally like a little fucking spider in this bitch doing the most. But this is new. Yeah, that's fire. That's fucking fire. Feels good to be back. And it's weird saying that because I'm still in my same house. I haven't touched anime or recording or a lot of things really in the past month and a half, specifically since I've dropped my last video. But since then, if you've been here since day one, and a lot of you have been and have been keeping up with me, you know, also I want to say happy birthday. Not to me, but I think sometime last week I got the email from YouTube. The channel has hit its 1 year mark. Yeah, we hit a year. And I couldn't have got this far without all of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's also weird coming from, and we're going to get into it right now. The headspace I was in to the headspace I'm in now. I'm a lot more appreciative. Not saying I wasn't, maybe that's not the right word. I'm seeing it in full retrospect now, what I've done versus how hard I was beating myself up over it. You know, literally like last week kind of thing. Just so much has happened. I tried keeping the momentum as hard as I could, and it just got to a point where recently, and like I said, if you've been here since the beginning, and you've seen it, and it's been apparent. Like the first 6 to 7 to 8 months, I was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was like being very consistent. I was upping episodes. I was adding shows. Started the One Piece journey as I knew I was going to anyway. And it's just been nothing but love and just constant, just positive feedback, and then just reinforcement that, you know, y'all just been really good to me. And I just want to say thank you for that. And I really do fucking appreciate it so much. Like, I just wasn't myself the past couple months. Because after that 7-month-ish like mark of the year, I just got very lost, and I truly do get into like a seasonal depression towards like fall, going to the holidays. I really do, and it's, I try not to keep it with this like placebo effect, but like literally, it's Christmas, the year's about to start. And I don't like being cliche with the sense that it's like, okay, new year, fresh start. It is that very much. And I have a lot of fucking goals going into next year that I'm going to start plucking up. But, that I'm already planning to and for as well. But it is also crazy because it's been a long time since I could fully say, like, okay, that I feel better right now than I have in previous years. And it is a lot to do with this channel and what this channel really does fucking mean to me and all that. Like, and I'll get into it too. I literally have a whole like page or 2 pages right here. It's not a lot. It's just quick points I want to hit. I'm like nervous talking about it. I also feel like I've been nervous to get back on it because I knew I wanted to make this video and post this video first, which is going to go up the same day. Because I know I don't need to make this video, but as much as it's for all of you, it's for me. So it's an apology to you all because it's not fair that I dipped for, you know, a month and a half. Life's lifing and this and that. But I am trying to take this whole experience serious. You know what I'm saying? What I have is a gift. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky, I'm blessed that this channel is doing good and that I have an amazing community. All of you have, left crazy good comments and are always interacting with me, and it really does give me joy to respond to all of you. Not all YouTubers respond to everyone, and that's not a bad thing, but I literally love interacting with all of you. And you're a part of the journey, You're the Izanagi gang, Izanagi crew, you feel me? That's the whole point of this all. Pretty negative on my end the past couple months because I wasn't in the mindset to accept a lot of that the past couple months just because of the funk that I was in, my seasonal depression. And I wear it very. People who are close to me know what's happening, but then it's very. I'm very good at masking that with a fake image in real life. And I did not want to do that with this channel. I have not watched One Piece, Full Metal, Dotted On. I didn't, I still, we're going to record and post Dotted On. I haven't touched it since episode 5. I have not watched anime. I haven't been working out in a bit. That's been a thing for me. Like, eating like shit. I've been in my funk. But I could confidently say that, especially compared to last year where I was at, where I had just started the channel, like, dog, like, when I started this channel last year, I had just got fired from my job. And some people won't know that. Like, some people do know that, like, that know me, but there's a lot of family that didn't know that. Last year, like, last Christmas, legit, I had bought this setup last year for Black Friday. I bought a lot of this on sale. And what happened was, going into Christmas, I ended up getting fired, and it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting fired from the job that I was currently at. I'm always in between jobs, but I was at this warehouse spot where I got in through like through word of mouth. I got the job on the spot. I was supposed to be getting this promotion and this and that. Like I was only there for a couple months, but I was going crazy with it. I had I was waiting. I always last minute. Last year Christmas was on the week, landed on a weekend. So I was fired that like Tuesday, and I was supposed to get paid that Friday. And I was going to essentially, oh no, Christmas landed on a Monday, so Christmas Eve was Sunday. So that Friday, like right before the weekend, I was supposed to get paid and like buy all the gifts. I got fired, and I had bought like the wrapping stuff and all that, and I just had to get the gifts going into that weekend and wrap everything. And I had to fucking, I couldn't. I had to save that check, and it sucks. And there's a lot of other things happening around that time too, to where I don't know. A lot of times, and I don't want to say I blame that. It was 100% my fault, but something I have to work on is that with that seasonal depression, that funk that comes around for me towards the back end of the year, it really got to me that year, and that did lead me to being just a bad employee and caused that circumstance. But in a while, going right after this Christmas, like, this was a good Christmas. And right now I have a new job, and I'll dive into that. I keep saying I'm gonna dive into that, but I'm gonna give you a quick little timeline real quick. Um, but yeah, I feel really good about where I'm at in life right now. And this seasonal depression wasn't as bad as a lot of others. And truthfully, it really wasn't even that bad of a funk, because from what the stuff I'm about to tell you, what happened the last month and a half is like, was really a lot of life stuff that wasn't even in my control. But I was able to capitalize, move on, and then pass it up, and then, you know, get out of it, fix myself in my situation, get my money back up, and now, next day on Christmas, USA, I'm just fucking like, I'm all good now. I went back into my journal, started journaling again real quick, and, mapped out the next couple weeks, and I'm in a fucking great mood. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ate good. I hope y'all holidays were good, even if you're not religious, even if you don't celebrate Christmas. Like, I just hope you had your day off. Even if you did and you worked, I just hope you just had a good fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I hope you had a good fucking week. And I just hope that your head is on your shoulders, your health is great, and even if not, I hope you're, pushing through it. And this is going to be a very motivational video, like I said, for you all, but it's also really for me, it's kind of like a diary entry, I guess you could say, that directly correlates with the update of the channel. Not an update, but I guess the coming back to. But I do think it's fair for me to say that I've been unfair to you all with the fact that the past, as of right now, the past 6 months. So, like I said, once the beginning of the year, going into like end of summer, like around August ish, and this goes into the now timeline, so we're gonna get into it. Yeah, I was at a security job, and I was mentioning that. I mentioned that in a couple other videos. If you watch the videos, I always drop that I was doing security for a bit. I was a driver for a company for a while, and that's always, I had a warehouse driver background, and also I always bounce between warehouses and stuff like that. But recently, around like actually no, around summer, yeah, I had got a security job at a Target, so I was able to do security at Target, and that was just a job that I had in that moment. That was a secure job that I had for a while, full time. My experience was negative, and this isn't also going to be a bash on Target. I'm not gonna go super into details, say names. Some people who are gonna watch this are gonna be like, "Oh, we talking shit right now." Yeah, I am, but I also am already over it and mentally past it. But you know, I had a crazy schedule. My boss was a fucking asshole. Like, he was a piece of shit. Um, he tried to act like he was, on my side, but just, no job's perfect, and all jobs have drama. I've had a lot of jobs already. Like, if y'all know, I'm 25. I've had a shitload of jobs already since I've been working since I was young. Always liked having money in my pocket. Trying to hold my own weight. But yeah, no, this job, he wasn't the worst boss I've ever had, and the job was easy. And I was really fucking good at the job, and like there was a lot of good things going for me. But what ended up happening was my manager was just so like manipulating, gaslighting, and was just a fucking, I don't like, I truly believe just not a great person. And I don't like saying that because everyone goes through shit, everyone has, but at the end of the day, it's like you choose what to do with that. And yeah, my I had just made 6 months, so a month and a half ago, right? Since the last week I uploaded recently, well, since the last uploads that week, it was just turmoil. I was constantly arguing with him, getting into it, like, what I'm saying? Just, it was just really bad. Mentally, I was exhausted. Like, it wasn't even the job. It was just, it got very politicky. It got very, like, shit talking behind, like, shit was being talked about behind my back, to my face. There was a lot of politics happening within getting a promotion with him and then his bosses, and it was just a lot of bullshit that was going on, and a lot of secrecy and a lot of backstabbing, and I honestly let that job get the best of me. And I've never been at that point before. So as much as I want to say it wasn't the worst job I've had, it wasn't, it was definitely it wasn't even like the worst paying job I had. But I never let a boss actually get under my skin that bad. I've had bosses that I beefed with, that I bullshitted with, that I argued with. I've had bosses that I've almost fought. But I was still able to overcome the situation. My bad, I keep like pausing and getting offline. Very anxious right now recording this video. I don't know why. Also because, like I said, I know this is also a video for me just kind of venting. So thank you if you're watching this and you're gonna watch it through. I'm not gonna make this a huge video. I'm gonna edit it and try to make it funny or whatnot. But back on these, please don't do these. It's a vape, but that's how I quit these like a while ago. And I smoke cigarettes, but I quit these a while, like a long time ago, and like super happy I quit these. These are so much worse and are just waste of fucking money, fucking hunk of plastic. But this is how anxious I've been the past couple months. So right now, even talking about it again, is getting me so fucking anxious that I need to take a hit. And I sound like a fiend, but fuck you.
Oh Lord. Again.
I really let him manipulate me. And it's if you know me, I don't roll like that. Like basically this man was living in my head rent free, and I finally kicked his ass. I finally evicted his ass, and I got the last laugh, and I basically bossed up on it, this and that. But for 6 months, I took that. 6 months, I took that. It was bullshit. But I met a lot of great people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out Alex. He probably he's for sure gonna watch this. Shout out Alex. But dog, like that shit took a lot out of me to the point where I just didn't want to fucking do anything. Like if anything, it happened. It is what it is. But that on top of my little funk that I was going through was just it was too much for me. I was very overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of other things going on in my life that are always there. Life be lifing, but I was just he had me as his bitch. I'll say that. Like, and I'm not even trying to say that. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was like enough to where mentally he had me at a checkmate, and that's just not like me. And it's crazy. I'm even saying it now. I'm like, damn, I can't believe I even let that happen. But like I said, that was that. Blah blah blah. Silver lining. So my last 2-3 weeks while I was there was a lot of secrets coming to light, a lot of like kind of sabotaging happening, and just I had to get the fuck out. I had to get out. It was getting to the point where I was about to get physical. Like I was pissed the fuck off. Like I could not physically stand being there. It got to the point where my boy Alex knows, like I couldn't even look at this guy in the face. And it's a grown ass man, by the way. I'm 25. This is like a 35, 36-year-old man. Some shit like that. It's a grown ass man with a family, all that shit. Like whether you believe in fate, believe in God, whether you know what I'm saying, call it a blessing, call it fate, call it chance, call it luck. I was like, I need to dip out. Went on my phone, went on Indeed, haven't been on Indeed in so long, and I was like, oh shit. What I used to drive for before was I used to be a medical courier. So, and there's a lot of, especially in the medical side, those are like sought after jobs, especially like Quest and like LabCorp and shit like that. They pay pretty good. So, pretty good, honestly. Um, a couple were open. I applied, and the one that I wanted, which was the one I'm with, that had the best offerings in terms of pay, benefits, the whole package, day one benefits, all that shit, and it was by my house. Like the best one that I applied to called me the next day and was like, "We want to interview you." Say less. Fuck is you talking about? So did that. Went good. Right after I left the interview, called me an hour later, said you got that shit. Like when we doing this, you know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, what's to it? You feel me? Started working the exact next week. Didn't even put in. You can call me immature for that, but like like I hell no, yeah no. I 100% like I calculated everything. I knew what I was doing, like money wise and all that. But yeah, like basically I left the job that I was at. Like I dumped everything on him. That too, like it wasn't just politics and word stuff. He was making me do his work to look better, but then also taking the credit for it and then talking shit about me to his bosses to make him look better. But then saying I'm not doing shit when I'm actually doing his work plus mine, still looking good, still getting like props from all the other managers, and then still getting shitted on by him. It's just a lot of like mental stupid shit. But I was doing a lot of his shit too, which was dumb as fuck, but was what it was. So yeah, I dumped. He was like dumping me with a bunch of shit, like just like all this stuff. So I was like, yeah, cool, bro. I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, I deuces on that ass. And then I started mine. Left that with him. You know what I'm saying? He tried playing victim afterwards. I put in a lot of bad reviews, and I didn't want to be petty. I didn't want to be petty, but then as the days kept going until my final day, more and more stuff was coming to light to me that I was like, damn, this is a shitty person. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? So things happened. They went their way. I'm talking too much about him. Fuck him. But, fast forward. That was happening since that had happened around the last time I had uploaded, which is a month and a half ago. That was that. Going into a new job. Then I was training for this job. While I was training for this job, my even still right now, my training schedule is kind of crazy, but I could work around it. But I'm adjusting to it. It's a late night. It's a night route, so it's a night route, and it does take 9 to 10 hours sometimes. Sometimes 11 hours. So it's an adjustment for sure. And I have a heavy route for sure, but I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll do what I gotta do as long as I know I like doing it, and it is something I'm used to, and I do like doing it, so I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never that I don't like the work. It's always like extra shit around it that it just bums me out, and I get very in my head about things. But yeah, so the past month and a half has just been me transitioning jobs. You know what I'm saying? I was coming from a very toxic workplace where I was falling out of love with a lot of shit. It was making me it was exhausting me to the point where I was like, I don't even want to record. Like, I don't want to fake record. I don't want to watch. I wasn't in the mood to watch anime. I didn't, and it wasn't because, oh, I don't want to watch One Piece. I don't want to watch Full Metal. I don't want to watch Dotadon. Those three animes are fucking gas. Like, why would I not want to watch it? I mentally didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to go home, be in my funk, be with my girl, and just knock out, go to sleep, wake up, and I just wanted to be in the motion. I just wanted my days to just pass by, and they did, and that's just kind of what it was. But from being in a shit spot to capitalizing and making a plan to get out to getting out to transitioning to a new job, it was a 2 week training course for the job, and then the past 3 weeks, I've also, been doing it by myself. It's been a little hard doing it by myself, but now I'm actually getting the hang of it and getting really pretty like solid at doing it, honestly. But as of right now, job, good. Mental, good. Christmas, I was able to get presents and do everything that I had to do and capitalize from last year. So mentally, that was like that got me going crazy. So good, and it was a good Christmas overall. Yeah, just life shit. But a lot was happening. There's a lot on my mind. There was a lot going on. One thing I didn't want to do was fake this shit in front of the fucking camera and be like, hey, this show is making me like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't just be like, I'm not gonna. I fake a lot of shit in my day to day life for my own mental. I did not want that happening on the channel. I wear a mask a lot of the times. I'm quiet a lot of the times. But there's a million things going on in my head. But I did not want that on the channel. And as much as it's not fair that, and it isn't fair that, I've been slacking with the consistency of my uploads, that I didn't upload the past month and a half. You know what I'm saying? It got to that point because it was bubbling up, and then it boiled over. But I'm glad to say that now I am so fucking ready to take 2025 by the fucking horns and beat that bitch's ass, because I have a lot of shit that I want to do, and I am in a good fucking mood right now, and I'm so fucking excited for the rest of the weeks to come. You know what I'm saying? Months to come, year to come. Like, I'm fucking mentally ready, and I can easily say that, yeah, this is the best that I felt during this type of season in a while. You know what I'm saying? And I have something to look forward to, which is building this channel up and just making this community just one of the best communities to be in. You know what I'm saying? Going into the end of this video, thank you all. I've seen the comments, and I'm going to reply to them once I, upload this and all that. But, while I was gone, I was still getting comments. And thank you all who actually commented to fucking check in on me. That's wild to me. That, people saying, hey, Mr. Reactions. People saying, hey, hope you're doing good, man. People, still sending positive vibe. New people coming in, saying, oh, like, they're loving the channel. And that they're like, damn, that this is a hidden gem. And, oh, like, you should be bigger. Like, your channel's gas. Like, dude, like, I haven't replied, but I'm going to, like I always do. But I'm just so fucking grateful to have a community with all of you in it. Each person watching this, you individually, thank you. Like, I'm sorry that I haven't been on my shit, and I'm ready to get back on it, and hoping you will all still be with me on the way. But as the update, I will tell you all, I'm out of my funk. I'm ready to get going. I love all of you. I really do. And on the motivation part of this, I want to say that, I hope you're all doing well as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a lot about me, but I then want to turn this into a video where, you know what I'm saying? I also hope to motivate people along the way. I want this to also be a thing where I hope you guys and girls and everyone in between who are watching this and do get a chance to watch this and are still at the end of this video, things get better. You know, mental health is a big thing for me, as for a lot of people that I'm close to. Um, things, you know, ooh, shit. Um, sorry. Mental health is a big thing that I've struggled with for a while. Um, and I really want you all to know that things get better and that life will move on. And as life can move on unapologetically, unapolog, y'all know what I'm saying. You do as well. And you have the power to pull yourself out of a bad spot. And you have the power to be who you want to be and do what the fuck you want to do. And it shouldn't be a goal to achieve happiness, because happiness is a construct and the opposite of happiness is sadness. And you will find that, that great divide along with anything you do in life, work, hobbies, relationships, shit like that. But being able to see the bright side, being able to understand your blessings, being able to capitalize on your blessings, and being able to push forward and to put in that hard work, that shit works. And it's easier said than done, but one day I will share with you all my story, my true story. And I also, as much as what this channel to me is something where we can all get together, watch anime, watch whatever the fuck I'm reacting to, connect, feel safe, feel good, indulge in shit that we love, which is in this case fucking anime, One Piece, Full Metal, whatever the fuck I'm watching. And we can just forget about the shit that we're doing on the outside. But adding on to that, I also want to at least say that I wish you all the best. And I hope that the work that you need to do gets done, because I know you're able to do it. Not trying to get all philosophically fucking motivational speakery, but there's people that I know that have helped me, that are part of my life now, that I needed a kick in the ass. I needed words of wisdom, and it didn't land on deaf ears, because me at one point in time, a lot of shit was falling on deaf ears. But if this is reaching the right person right now, you're okay. You're good. You're worth it. I love you. And I mean that. And just keep going. You know what I'm saying? You'll find your something. You'll find your someone. You'll get X amount of dollars. Your living situation will get better. Your mind, your mental will get better. Your physical will get better. Things will get better, but you have to also put in the work. But I know everyone watching and all of you can do it. And so I also want to hold you accountable, that even if you're at that rock bottom, you can always get the fuck back up. Because I've had my own fair share, as well as everyone else does, but I also want my viewers to not only watch these, indulge anime with me and these positive vibes, but I also want you to carry those positive vibes after the fucking video. And I want you to just kill it outside of work, outside of YouTube. into your daily life. I just want you to kill that shit. You feel me? So, not trying to get all sappy and sobby and shit like that, but I do care. And if you're saying no one cares, I care, because the past month and a half, couple months, when I didn't care, people cared, and a lot of you still reached out. And that shit is fucking wild to me. And in those moments, I couldn't comprehend it. And right now, I know that why would I deny my blessings when they're right the fuck in front of me, So, if you're hearing this, you're still here. Thank you. You matter. Keep going fucking strong. Thank you for being part of the Izanagi gang, Izanagi crew, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going strong. I'm going to get back on it. Not even get back on it. I'm on it now. It's shit's raps. 2025, I'm claiming that bitch. Because when I get that fucking email next year around Christmas time from YouTube talking about my 2-year YouTube anniversary, I want that shit to be stacked. Alright? Because when they reached out to me now, over 2K subs in a year, monetized within a year, multiple viral videos in terms of multiple over 40K viewed videos. I had like 5 or 6. I had 5, I think. I had a couple videos over 10K and multiple videos over multiple videos over 1,000. So I'm averaging good views, averaging shares, averaging subs, monetized. Like, shit's going. Shit's fucking going. And my favorite part is all of you interacting with me in the comments. Matter of fact, if you're watching this and you're down to, comment down below. What was your favorite part about this year? And what was a not so great part about this year that you think you handled, or that you think you're going to put more attention to going into the future? Because I will say that this channel and my relationship with my girlfriend, with my friends and my family this year have been a fucking one, and I couldn't ask for better people to be around me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my mom. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my OG boys, Guillermo and Johnny, you feel me? Shout out my girl, you feel me? Shout out my friend group, you feel me? Like, shout out Oscar, shout out Jess, shout out fucking Danny, shout out Lewis, shout out Areli, shout out fucking Eric, shout out Kika, shout out Josie, shout out Brian, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Alex, that was my peace and sanity at fucking Target, you feel me? And then also big shout outs, huge shout outs as well, you know what I'm saying? Don't talk about them much, but shout out Ron. And then shout out Michelle. Because, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Ron for, for doing everything that he does. Shout out Michelle for keeping his head on a swivel, you feel me? Everyone in the RCA alumni, if you know what that is, if you know, you feel me? Shout out everyone, you know what I'm saying? All the boys in that motherfucker, you feel me? We know who he is. We know who he is. You know what we on. But also, too, shout out the boys that I started with as well, you feel me? That I still talk to daily, you know what I'm saying? Fucking shout out Diego, shout out Tej, you know what I'm saying? But enough rambling with that. Enough getting emotional and sappy and bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Shout out to this light, because this light's raw as fuck. It's probably making my hair look crazy right now, but we back to it. Izanagi gang, Izanagi crew. We on one. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting. And yeah, hope y'all have a blessed day and many more blessed days to come. Deuces. See you.